Welcome to the Official Personality Guru. Advocates, INFJs look for depth and meaning in their relationships, and their romantic relationships are no different. This is a personality type known for having a vibrant, vivid imagination. But few advocates can imagine themselves settling for a match founded on anything less than true love. It can take time for advocates to find a compatible partner. Some people might think that advocates are too choosy, and it's true that these personalities can be prone to unrealistic expectations. With their perfectionistic, idealistic nature, advocates might be tempted to hold out for a perfect partner or relationship that ultimately doesn't exist. The good news? Advocates' idealism, if balanced with just enough realism, can enhance their love life. INFJs tend to be attuned to their core values, keenly aware of what matters to them on a soul level. This helps them look beyond surface level attraction and understand whether they're compatible with someone on a deeper, more meaningful level. These insights are essential for helping advocates avoid matches that aren't founded on authenticity or shared principles and are about integrity. And they tend to bristle when people try to change them or talk them into something that they don't believe. As a result, advocate personalities gravitate toward partners who appreciate them as they are. Today, let's talk about the INFJ, nice, and just how romantic the INFJ can be. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the Official Personality Guru and ring the bell icon to get a regular update on our latest uploads. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. For some personality types, romance is a truly important part of their lives and who they are. They crave being romantic with someone and have a heart that naturally wants to draw out this part of themselves for another person. For other people, the idea of romance can seem cheesy and even insincere. They don't like the idea of expressing all of their innermost feelings in an over-the-top gesture of love and romance. For them, this isn't natural. Everyone has their outlook on love and romance, and what things they consider truly meaningful and important. For some, romance is pointless. For others, it is one of the most fulfilling and valuable parts of their lives. INFJs are not necessarily viewed as outwardly romantic people since they often keep things to themselves. They are much more private people who don't feel comfortable expressing all of their feelings or romantic ideals to those around them. They can often build up walls, which makes it difficult for people to truly see what they are feeling or thinking. While INFJs might not appear romantic to people around them, that doesn't mean they don't possess the heart of a true romantic. For the INFJ, these feelings are just so personal, and at times they try to ignore them in the focus of more a cynical mindset. INFJs are contradictory and complex people, which is why they are so often confusing to people who aren't willing to look beneath what they can see. How about you? As an INFJ, or any other personality type, how can you be such a romantic? Be sure to watch until the end and share your experience for a chance to have your comment pinned. The INFJ, hopeless romantic. While INFJs might have a cynical side that makes them appear more practical than romantic, it isn't necessarily all that they are. Most INFJs are close romantics with big hearts and passionate spirits. They want to be able to experience love in all of its forms, especially the romantic kind. INFJs just don't find it easy to express these desires to those around them. Since most of their innermost feelings they tend to keep buried. They build up walls for fear of getting hurt or having people misunderstand them. INFJs don't want to be judged for all these complex inner thoughts and feelings, so they keep them behind the many layers they possess. For the INFJ, being open about their romantic feelings can be a frightening thought, and so they often appear much more practical and even cynical on the outside. While some INFJs who have been jilted a few times in their lives might have a more cynical outlook, it often isn't who they are deep down. INFJs are passionate people who truly want to experience all of the things life and love have to offer. INFJs often dream of romantic love and beyond anything they have experienced, something truly worth their time and heart. They have such rich inner minds, and so much of their desires and thoughts are wrapped up inside their imagination. The INFJ likely spends a lot of time daydreaming about romance and finding a true soulmate. They might even envision what it would be like to find someone who can romance them in return. Someone who might live up to their sometimes high standards. The INFJ can have many different ideas about romance and what is truly romantic, but it almost always comes from the heart. For the INFJ, the best kind of romance is creative and unique to the person they are falling in love with. They want someone special and truly unique, and not just following some Hollywood notion of what romance should be. The INFJ is more likely to be wooed by someone willing to take risks and show their sense of romance, without looking to others for what appears right. Before we continue, make sure to give us a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the Official Personality Guru for more amazing videos. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to stay updated with our content. INFJs are often old souls, and so they might even be drawn to an old-fashioned idea of romance. This doesn't mean they are closed-minded or interested in something boring. It just means they enjoy the idea of not being afraid to be a bit corny. INFJs don't mind the idea that the romance isn't necessarily expressed in a cool or perfected manner, and might enjoy someone who fumbles a bit in their attempts. They just want to feel special, and the romance is only meant to be an expression of those innermost feelings and desires towards someone. They enjoy a grand gesture once in a while, but they have an idea of what this means and what will make them feel truly inspired. Once the INFJ is comfortable with someone and feels safe opening up, then they are eager to expose this romantic side to them. INFJs might even be likely to go all out in the way they express themselves, with things like poetic words and lavish dates. They enjoy making the most out of these feelings and want to allow themselves to be wrapped up completely in love. For the INFJ, the struggle is getting to this point and reaching that moment when they feel safe enough to fall. They often fight against it and take a long time before they trust someone enough to catch them. Once the INFJ finally reaches that point where their walls come down, they often have a truly romantic and passionate spirit. They enjoy making their loved interest feel special and truly adored. They will go out of their way for this person. And for the INFJ, being able to feel consumed by love is something they often dream of, and also fear at the same time. In all honesty, these INFJs really love the concept of being romantic. But of course, when this kind of love is being reciprocated to them, they are the corny, and sometimes others might mention the cringe type for people who are not as hopeless romantics as the INFJs. Funny to think or hear the side of them, but at the same time very, very much heartwarming. For sure, if someone understands them well, or you are that someone, no doubt that you will feel like you are the most special person in this world. Yes, that is how awesome these INFJs love. They usually love to the bone and to the moon and back, with no restrictions and limitations, but only if you have let their walls come down.